Hello everybody, it's Whiskey11 and welcome back to the Gaming Lounge. And in this episode, we are going to launch a attack on the Japanese fleet at Guadalcanal. We have run into their fleet. It is 2 Issei class battleships, and it is everything in our power to get all the information input and get them on, get the attack on its way. 15 knots. Again, just trying to do what we can here in advance. Again, we're looking... God, go away. Okay, so we've got that info. Go away! Like, just go. That's all I need you to do, is just disappear off the face of the effing earth. Not far enough. It's probably going to be too far. Nope, that's pretty spot on.
Yes, sir.
Let's see if we can't get with us moving just maybe a smidge quicker. Maybe it'll get us there. I don't know. Like I said, we are so effing close to the correct we're so close to the correct range that it's just frustrating, because it's just like, oh man, if only I had... Whoa. That's interesting. I don't know how that's going to shake out. Might only get one out of that. I don't know. Might get none. I'm really confused as to why they decided to spread out this way, but you know, hey, if it improves the chance of us getting a solid torpedo hit, I mean, I guess I'm willing to take the chance. Like I said, all I want is torpedo hits. It's what I want. Haha.
Contact. Warship moving away. Bearing 117. Long range.
It's the moment of truth. Yes! Yes! That is the best news. Hallelujah. I am willing to accept the fact that 2 torpedoes missed out of that salvo. We hit that the Issei, hard. 2 good solid hits. Looks like they were both fairly low in the waterline, and we've got a fire and a magazine, so maybe we'll get lucky. Maybe we'll get lucky and he will find a way to sink himself. That would be great, wouldn't it?
Yes, sir.
Oh. Whew. We got 2 good hits on him, so he's damaged. That's probably not going to sink him.
Yes, sir.
But we can hope.
Break for silent running.
Gosh damn it, a girl can hope, right? If nothing else, what this will probably do is it will probably slow down their fleet. And in doing so, we might actually be able to catch them when they come rebounding back out of this. Or he might sink. I mean, that's entirely a possibility. I don't know what that explosion is. I'm hoping it's ammunition in this ship. We definitely hit a thinner portion of the torpedo bulkhead, and I think that's why there's this fire. Fires aboard Japanese ships are good, because Japanese ships during World War II had really poor damage control practices. So if we can, hopefully get... Ooh, is she riding kind of low in the water too? Not really. Maybe a little. She's definitely listing. That's always a good sign. She's got water washing up on her decks. I don't think the other one it does. So I mean, with any luck, we'll see a dead Fuso, and hopefully that will help tremendously. Now, this game obviously is lacking in the models of Japanese battleships because the Issei and Hyuga, or however the heck you say her name, I don't believe were in this battle. The two battleships that we're looking for, the two fast battleships, Kirishima and Hiei, and those two ships for sure were at this battle. But let's do some looking. Japanese battleship Issei. Construction and career. Do some finding on page. Guadal. Nope. Nope. You were not here, Mr. or Mrs. or however you want to word that. We took out one engine room. If one engine room is flooding, that's a good sign. I mean, she's not looking healthy right now. And she's also not going to be able to maintain her position for very long either. So we've got the other Fuso. We've got, that is Agano? I think. Oh, yeah. Burn, baby, burn. Sink, baby, sink. Oh, that makes me so happy. Makes me so happy. Because, I can't even begin to stress how frustrating it has been to try and engage this fleet. We spotted them at the end of the last episode, and we launched this attack, and this has been probably about the 6th attempt at actually getting torpedoes to reach her, because they are like millimeters from the correct distance away. I had 3 of those replays in which the torpedoes literally stopped right here. Like, the wake was here, the torpedo was here. Like, no! Legitimately, had this ship went to the left instead of to the right, or to the, like, oh my goodness. So to see Huggy or Issei sinking here just makes me giddy in all the right places. If she actually sinks. I mean, she's definitely... One thing's for certain, she's definitely not going to be able to maintain formation. She's going to be slower. Significantly. Yeah, that destroyer's looking, but he ain't going to find me. If nothing else, this is going to slow down the entirety of their fleet. Like I said... Oh, fire's out. So they got the fire under control. Oh, it just makes me wonder, like... We were there so many times, the torpedoes hit, right? And, I wonder why they streaked the way they did. Because had they not, the first and the second torpedoes were the 2 that hit, right? So they would have all 4 hit effectively right there, and that would have definitely set off ammo and probably sank her. They're kind of in panic mode at the moment, which is fine. I mean, I don't even know that that they're even with, like... Yeah, the fleet's over here and all, but Like their closest destroyer is this guy. I'm fairly confident in that. And we're far enough out that we could probably step up the speed to try and catch up. But I just don't know that we're going to be able to put another torpedo into her anytime soon. And with that fire out, it means the chances of getting an ammo detonation are much smaller. I don't know. We must be really close to the bottom.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
No, we are nowhere near the bottom. So I don't know why we're not able to, I don't know why we're not able to step up our speed a little bit. It looks like we've kind of paralyzed them a little bit, so maybe we will get lucky and be able to sneak in. Doesn't look like she's riding any lower in the water to me, or have any more of an extreme angle. What is the issue?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Like, we got to be getting close enough. Like, what's the issue? The boat is submerged. Yes, yes it is. Like,
Yes, sir.
okay, come
Yes,
up
sir.
like 50 then. Okay, so this destroyer has chosen or been chosen to remain behind. So where are the rest of them? That's the key. Ah, they're over here. Ah! I see something that looks like it is listing. She's also slowed down again.
Yes, sir. New course. 2, 3, 6. Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So what
Yes,
we've not
sir.
been doing is we've not been reloading torpedoes. That's unfortunate because there is another battleship there. Well, we've got other torpedoes to try and utilize. Maybe we can get lucky on the second one. God knows we're a lot closer. I don't know that she's retained the same speed or not. Not far enough. Probably too far. Ooh. Ooh. Go to there. It looks to me like their entire fleet is like circling around. I don't want to... I'm real hesitant to pump 4 stern torps out there. How far out are they? 8,000. I mean, by the time these shots come to here, I mean, we're talking 9,000 yards. That means we could hit the front of those two. I just don't know that we're going to quite get there. That right there is our prey. If we can fucking catch up to it, that is.
Yes, sir. New course 10. Yes, sir.
What? 019. What is it? This is where my fond distrust of my own crew. Are you shitting me right now?
Ship spotted. Bearing 36. Long range. Current depth 40.
That's our target. We gotta get there. We gotta find him and get there. Where's the smoke? Where's the smoke? He was... there. So there's 2 ships there. The question is what's the second ship? I think it's a destroyer. It is. God, she's still afloat. She's a tough old bird, man. We definitely need to get another torpedo into her, and I'm pretty sure she'll be a loss. So she's headed roughly this direction.
Yes, sir.
I want to...
The boat. Yes, sir.
Oh!
Ship spotted. Surface the boat.
No? How about we crash dive? I don't know what's spotting us, but I'm just going to go ahead and say it's not good.
Yes, sir. New course 85. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. New course 26. Current depth 40. Yes, sir. Ahead 1/3. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Warship closing. Bearing 3, 4, 1. Long range. Yes, sir.
I want to know how they spotted me. I'd also like to know where my Huggies is. Where did you abandon her? She's like nowhere to be seen. She's got to be off this way. Or did she finally, like, capsize and sink? Wouldn't that be ironic? Oh, she's over there. Let's go do an inspection and see what we can come up with. See what's actually occurred. Man, like, just sink and die. That's all that you need to do. Look at all the torpedo holes. Just go under. You're there. You just need to go. That's all you need to do. Why have you not gone down?
Yes, sir. New depth 2-4-2. Yes, sir. Rudder. Rudder.
Rudder.
Yes, sir.
Rudder. It would be so nice to be able to sneak myself into torpedo range while under depth charge attack and sink it.
Yes, sir. Ahead flank. Yes, sir. Ahead 1/3.
And so the stress begins as we hunt our prey yet again. Oh, those destroyers are breaking off. I mean, this one's not really, but... And just like that, I think they are RTB. Okay, where's Huggies? This is the, like, more frustrating aspect of this, is trying to find them again. There's Huggy. She is that way. So that dude is going to be a huge pain. The good news is we've got a pretty decent bead on him. So Huggy, she is so far out of range for us to shoot at.
Warship 4 closing. 0. Bearing 5-3. Long range.
Where is that destroyer at that was just over here, though? Because we've got a 5,000 yard shot on a battleship that we've already put route. Jeez. Okay. So we know. So let's set these guys to 20. We want to set them to contact. We know that we're going to be roughly here. We don't know what range, and we don't know what speed.
Yes, sir. New course 2. Yes, sir.
He's off this way. I don't... Is that him all the way over there? Yeah. Wow. All right. Well, we've got enough range that we can pull this off. We've got time to think even. Not much. I don't want to spend a whole lot of time trying to play hunt down the Freeman here, or whatever you want to call it, but we definitely want to take a shot sooner rather than later, because she is limping behind her friends, and that is only to our advantage. It's a pretty good first spot. Way too fast. God, I love how they just abandon their own. It's great. Like, thanks, dudes. I appreciates it. Because this is a huge sink for us. Okay, so that speed is still too fast. 10.5 maybe? Still too fast. 10. Still too fast. 9. That looks pretty damn good to me. One last quick check. I think we're there. Oh man, I'm telling you, this is both glorious and extremely like because the last, I don't think we're gonna hit him broadside, but you know how the Mark 14 is going to screw us. So like it's just one of those things that I'm just you know, we're just gonna go ahead and and believe quite firmly in the terrible things. Should not be reloading at either of those torpedoes in these conditions.
Current depth 80.
Come on, baby, light my fire. Don't need any change in course, direction, or speed. Oh. Give it to me, baby. Oh.
100.
Smile for the camera. No duds, no duds, no duds. That's a sink, baby. Oh. Oh, I think it's gonna happen. Oh, yeah. Oh, we're getting an E-say. We're getting an E-say. How many tons is that? 20-something? 30-something? It's got to be in the 30s. 32,000. Oh, yeah, yeah, boy. They left him for dead. I can't believe that. That is just insane. I can guarantee you. Oh, see, now we've got two more. We've got one more engine room completely flooded, but With 4 torpedoes impacting this one side, we could have spread that out to try and get through more torpedo bulge, but I just don't know that it's necessary. The big thing is look at where it hit. It hit underneath a magazine. 2 torpedoes. Oh, she's gonna capsize! Yes! She's gonna capsize! Oh, oh yeah. Yeah. The only time I've been this excited is when I sank 2 Japanese carriers with 3 torpedoes. Bam! Yes! Yes, 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 yes! Oh. Yes! And just like that, the Japanese lose a battleship. So let's come back up to periscope depth. Let's get our batteries charging. Good night. That is a huge, huge target sink for us right there. Now, I don't know if we are going to be able to catch up to the rest of the main fleet. What I would like to do is send off... Nope. Okay. No. Let's... So that was huge. Let's go take care of the poo that's in my pants at the moment. I pooed my pants because that's exciting, man. That is super, super, super exciting. And it is November 13th, which means the second naval battle of Guadalcanal is going to happen. This is the battle in which Washington and South Dakota engaged Hiroshima and a whole bunch of other Japanese ships. Once again, happening in the same area. What has me mildly confused is the absence of U.S. ships in this battle so far, but the engagement area was here again. And for those who don't know, this was called Iron Bottom Sound because of the sheer number of ships sunk and number of lives lost. There's also a huge amount of shipwrecks that have been discovered in this area. Paul Allen's crew was just hammering those away for the longest time. God, I am just so excited. That is a huge, huge ship. Fuso? That was not a Fuso. First and foremost... Oh, it was a Fuso. Oh, yeah, my bad. I misidentified it. Okay, so it was a Fuso. Still, none of those were in these battles either. So I don't know why that's a big to-do, but okay, so it was a Fuso. My bad. We didn't get 32,000 tons, we got 30,000 tons. Darn. This War Patrol is like 75,000 tons already. So November 14th, the second naval battle, Guadalcanal, should be taking place at any moment. So we need to keep our eyes out for an enemy fleet. Oh my goodness. We don't have any task force contacts or anything. We had the big lag spike, like there was a naval battle going on somewhere, and we were not involved. So it was the 14th and the 15th. even if we don't get the opportunity to engage any other Japanese ships before the end of this time frame, I'm gonna go ahead and call this just a resounding success. This is the 15th. It's not very often that you get to torpedo a Japanese battleship and effectively get away with it. We got a radio report. Oop, wrong button. Yep, that's what I was just about to go check. Friendly task force sea battle ends. U.S. forces victorious. Tobruk in Africa has been recaptured. Aviators from the USS Enterprise have sunk a major Japanese battleship. All right.
Ship spotted. Bearing 342 long range.
342 long range. If it's a sampan, that's going to be a bad day for our crew. It's a sampan. That's bad. So we have done quite the number to the Japanese shipping lanes here as of late. I don't know how we're going to duplicate this.
Returning to course. Yes, sir.
That's got to be a sampan again. Yeah. I don't know how we will duplicate this, but you know, again, we're hitting home runs at the moment. So let's
Yes, sir.
radar contact bearing 302. Apparently, this is still a thing.
Single contact. Bearing 274 long range.
Just go away. I'm not interested. Oh, poor dudes, they're drifting. That sucks.
Ship spotted. Bearing.
Sucks to suck. Small convoy. We know what that is. Let's turn our radar back on. And raise the mast. Talk about a hugely successful war patrol. I mean, just beautiful. Radar contact.
Yes, sir. Returning to course, sir.
You know what?
Sir. Periscope depth.
I'm just not interested in getting attacked by potentially hostile aircraft, so we will dive underwater.
Single contact. Bearing 1 3.
Surface.
Yes, sir. Long range. Periscope depth, sir.
Especially since we know for a fact they are actually hostile.
Single contact. Bearing 205 long range.
So we're going to head out into the Bismarck Sea. So from here, Battle of Tassafaronga, I don't know anything about it. So let me... Oh, this is the one where the USS New Orleans got their bow blown off. Okay, Japanese only lost one destroyer, Takanami. It's also in Guadalcanal. It's all in the same area. So we will we'll pull up the Wikipedia page here, see what all was involved. 8 destroyers. Yeah, we are not getting involved in that naval battle. So from here, the next naval battle that we have isn't until January of 43. And then March, we have the Battle of the Bismarck Sea, which is where we're currently at. Task force here would be very, very good for us to intercept if we could. Always a question. Is that an airplane? Yes. And we are outside of their detect range.
Bearing 1, 0. Long range. Single contact. Yes, bearing.
Ooh.
6, yes, sir. Long range. 7, 9.
Yikes.
Yes, sir. New course. Yes, sir. 2, 5.
I think this is a
Single contact. Bearing. 3, 5, 3. Long range.
I think this is actually a merchant ship. Or not a merchant ship, but a I think this is actually a passenger ship. I think this is a European freightliner being protected by a destroyer.
Single contact. Bearing. 6,
069. These would also be quite juicy to attack. And looks like I was right. Although no European liner? Or is that a European liner? I think that is.
Ship spotted.
Or it could just be a close this. We need merchants. That is what I was hoping for. Not what we have, unfortunately. What we have is this guy. Large old European passenger carrier. Still 9,000 tons. It'd be good if we could get into a position to engage. The problem is going to be getting into position to engage. Because his course is there.
Yes, sir. Periscope depth. Single contact. Bearing. New course. 7, 5, 7. Dive.
7,500 yard shot. We don't have a measured speed, so let's see if we can't measure one. I'm gonna guess he's going pretty damn quick.
Current depth. 4, 0.
Could be wrong. I'm gonna guess he's about there. 10 knots seems awfully weird. So we can go to 6 minutes if we can spot him here. We're in the midst of minute 3 here. That's going to be minute 4. Minute 5. Pop up, you miserable bastard. That's an escort. I need there. Okay, so this distance is not accurate. What we can do is restart everything so that we can get an accurate measurement. Move this. Give me my pencil. And remeasure 3 minutes. 2. And 3. $1,200 yards, I believe, or 1,200. 12 knots. No. He should be coming right to left.
Yes, sir. New depth. 4, 9. Yes, sir.
We're going to launch all 4 at him. Soon as we find them. Should probably get this up so that we have it ready. Yes, yes. Whoa. That range was really wrong. Come on. Do 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 do. That's pretty damn close. Again, the problem that we're running into is these ocean waves are ridiculous, and I can't see him to get that accurate. I'm flipping off the screen to get that accurate measurement. It's a little long. We're about, what, 1 degree behind? So I think if we launch from here, I think we are going to be good. We will go...
Firing tube 3. Firing tube 1. Firing tube 2. Yes, sir. Torpedo in the water. Torpedo in the water. Firing tube. Torpedo in the water.
Yeah, we'll dump all 4.
Yes, sir. All stop. Torpedo in the water. Rig for silent running. Rig for silent running. Current depth 6-0.
Well, this could be ugly if for no other reason than the sense that we'll... There's a great question as to whether or not we have led the correct distance and have aimed in the right direction. I think we're going to be okay. No, we're not.
Current depth 8-0.
Might get 1 if we're lucky and he chops it in half. No. I'm going to reload that, because that's embarrassing. However, it is accurate. But no, I want it. I need it. We need to kill it. Also, how many times have I reloaded on this? Like, a lot. I'm not even gonna lie about it. Like, it's a lot. Where is he? Ah! Wo bist du? Got an escort. Got the slow, and got the fatty. So we estimated his speed at 12 knots. We know the angle on the bow is going to be roughly there, and range. That's pretty bad. That was a awful. Well, he's 20 off of us. I mean, we should... Okay. So... Once again, attempting to get that perfect. We're long yet. That is nearly dead on. All right. how deep do these things run? Is large old year 28 feet. So hitting at 15 should be pretty devastating, I would think. So we will go there.
Firing tube 3. Torpedo in the water. Firing tube 1. Yes, sir. Torpedo in the water. Yes, sir. Torpedo in the rig for silent running. Torpedo in the water.
One of the things that we definitely did not want to do is we definitely did not want to have our periscope up if we get depth charged. And we did not want to launch so that our torpedoes impacted at that 90-degree angle. Again, the Mark 14 has a really nasty habit of not detonating when it impacts at that angle. Did I mention how really excited I am at the fact that we smoked the ever-living crap out of that Fuso? We got 2 good torpedo hits on her that slowed her down, and then her fleet basically abandoned her. Oh, it feels so glorious. Feels so glorious to know that Japanese honorableness is not quite so honorable. Or it's just really bad game AI, which is also entirely within the realm of possibility. I feel like we're going to get 1 if we're lucky. Please detonate, that's all I ask. Oh! That could not have been a more important torpedo impact. So he's dead in the water, no matter what happens from here. We were off a smidge, but we got it. He must have sped up, or I don't know, actually. But one thing's for certain, he's not going anywhere. Which means we can effectively sit and wait out the... Oh, continue. Let's lower our radar mast as well. We don't need those 2 things getting damaged if we get depth charged. So we'll go ahead and hide them. By taking out his engines, he is dead in the water. Which means we can have our way with him as we see fit. And... Mwah. I love it when I have defenseless prey. And he can't even steer anymore, so I mean, he's like truthfully dead in the water.
Torpedo missed, sir. Torpedo missed.
Yeah, yeah.
Torpedo
It's
missed,
okay.
sir.
Let's go inspect our prey a little bit. Yes, I mean, she doesn't even look like she's sinking. She's just chilling. So let's bring our screw speed up.
Yes, sir. 139.
Again, bringing revolutions to a boot 1 knot. I think they've left him. I think they've left him for dead. Although I will admit I'm extremely confused as to what exactly they think, what exactly they believe is making noise with this merchant. I mean, I guess technically he's still burning, so...
Yes, sir. Periscope depth. Yes, sir.
How many torps do we even have left? Oh, we got plenty. We came into this battle loaded for bear. Okay, so we'll go ahead and we'll creep in a little bit closer here. The longer we wait for him to kind of spool down, for lack of a better phrase, the better. Not real overly concerned about him creeping away from us, because he ain't got no legs, Lieutenant Dan. Enemy task force is all the way over there, moving at 12 knots. That's good information if we run into him. How far are we? 4,000 yards. We don't want to waste torpedoes if we can avoid it, so
5. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
what we'll do is we'll go straight south. This will give us...
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All stop.
Okay. So, I think what we will do... Oh, we're still in silent running?
Yes, sir.
Why? Load me up some torpedoes, man. So we now know his speed is 0. We know we're a little behind, although it don't really matter a whole lot. So, what we could do is we could attempt... His draft is 28 feet. We could attempt a magnetic influence shot. Before we do this, I want to make sure that he truthfully is stationary. I'm pretty sure he is. So what we'll do, this torpedo is not at the correct depth. We need it at 28 knots. Which torpedo was it that was? Let's fix that. So tube 4 is open, contact influence. Again, we're at 28 knots, and loading. Oh, it's not loaded yet. We've got to wait. He's making a lot of noise for not being able to go anywhere for lack of a... an engine. Or a propeller, rather.
Tube 4, ready, sir.
I think what we'll do is we're going to hit just a hint left because he is drifting ever so slightly.
Firing tube.
But we'll see how this shot goes. I am fully expecting this shot to go clean underneath the keel, because that's exactly how these shots normally go for me. And I am just not overly trusting, I guess. We'll see. It'd be great if it worked. It'd be fantastic if it worked. And again, with these magnetic influence, what you definitely don't want to do is you definitely don't want the high. Okay, we're low. Good hit. Actually, great hit is probably the more correct word for that. That is exactly what we wanted to do. That ship is on fire in all the places. I'm pretty sure she's going to go down now. So we actually managed to get one. Again, that's why you want to shoot at the keel line. That one actually had... It ran at the correct depth, which is... nothing short of a miracle to begin with, and the magnetic influence detonator actually works. So you don't want to use magnetic influence detonator with high-speed torpedoes. It doesn't give it enough time when it's passing underneath the keel of the ship to actually detonate. It doesn't have enough time to actually move the firing pin. and cause the ship to sink. So, yeah. Also, it probably helped too if it did run deep. That she did take a little bit of damage, so she might be sitting just a little low in the water. Man, I think that's all. I think that's all it's gonna take. Yeah.
Tube 1 ready, sir.
I mean, a part of me really wants to just end this war patrol like right meow, like legitimately right meow, because there's just, we're getting so fortunate, so lovely and so fortunate. Good night, my sweet prince. Please do not make me either surface to put more holes in you, or fire. There she goes. Yeah. So that was a good convoy spot on the radar. Radar operator was actually doing his job for once, which is nothing short of impressive. But your lack of faith is disturbing. So with that ship down,
Yes, sir. Surface the boat. Yes,
take
sir.
us back and return us to our course.
Surface.
Whew. We were in the right place at the right time to catch them too. That also is a huge help.
Single contact. Bearing 1.
Those are aircraft.
0. Long range. Periscope depth. Yes, sir.
Convoy. Kind of convoy.
Dive.
New course 357. Current depth 40.
Maritime search aircraft. Where exactly did you last see the enemy submarine? Oh, okay. I wish it would have been pink.
Bearing 2. 2. Long range. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We are like right on top of where we need
Yes,
to be.
sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so we know. Three, 4, 5. Bearing long range. 3, 4, 5. He's heading to the right. So one of the other cool things that I found out about the Salmon class of fleet boats, while they weren't the first true fleet boat, I also found out that they did not use a true diesel electric setup. They actually utilized a hybrid setup. They actually called it a composite setup. Ooh, this is a true convoy. They called it a composite setup, and the composite portion of it is the main power. The diesel engines were clutched to. Nice. They were actually clutched in a direct drive configuration. The electric motors were also put in there. Very, very similar standpoint. The way that this configuration worked, they actually utilized a unique engine that the United States Navy had attempted to work several times, and it just didn't work very well. And so they ended up actually not going forth with the engine design in the Salmons. They were considered to be kind of lackluster, kind of unreliable, and as a result of that, they also worked very hard to replace them. with something more reliable. But the engine design was not a true direct drive. So I got that wrong in one of the earlier videos. Was not a true the setup was not a true diesel electric setup like you would see in a modern diesel electric submarine. That's our boy right there. I have no idea what these guys' speed is. I'm going to guess 9 knots because that's been the flavor of the day. None of these should be set very deep. Distance. Waters are calm, which is nice. It allows us some really good opportunity. Wow. Talk about nailing that angle on bow.
Contact. Merchant. Closing. Bearing. 6-1. Long range. Contact. Merchant. Closing. Bearing. 6-9. Long range.
Bam. Pretty close. They also had a dive. They also had what was called a dive, like a speed dive tank, and the purpose of that tank was to rapidly be able to dive by having this tank like pre-flooded. So while they were running on the surface, it helped deal with the dive times associated with fleet boats, and made these ships way more crew friendly. That's going to be way too long. Yeah. These crews ended up actually liking that performance, and it was something that the original go to attack periscope. That's where I'm at. Something that some of the original S boats had it. It disappeared real briefly in some designs, and then it came back. Needless to say, quick diving in U.S. fleet boats, not always the creme de la creme of the dive champions. They were frequently slow to dive, even somewhat lethargic to respond to helm input. Good God, am I ever going to get it right? Yeah, that's pretty close. Speed doesn't look awful. I mean, it's a little fast. I think if we were to do... Let's see if we can't get another good range estimation here. Really dial it in. Oh, so beautiful. We were off a little bit, so let's fix that. We're off by a lot bit. We are going the wrong direction with it. Still kind of the wrong direction with it. Really have a hard time believing that the angle on the bow, his angle on the bow to me is that far. That's pretty damn good. So, without further ado,
yes, sir. Torpedo in a 1. New deck 2, 4. Current speed 1. Torpedo in the water.
dun 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 dun. We got 4 torpedoes out. And a real big hope that that destroyer does not see them. I think we... horribly misguessed the, yep. Damn. Maybe we'll get a lucky hit up here.
Current depth.
Well, that dude's hosed.
Bearing 4, 3.
The only way this could get any better is if that destroyer makes a hard left-hand turn and eats a torpedo. Yeah, those missed. Alright.
Torpedo missed, sir. Torpedo missed, sir.
No kidding.
2, 2, 0.
We didn't hit what we wanted to hit. That's for certain. And what we did hit, I mean, it's not bad to have hit him. He's just not the tonnage that I wanted. Oh, that's not even who we hit anyway. Oh, he's back here. So we once again clipped the wings off of a poor lowly little merchant ship, whilst we're hovering at our tested depth effectively. I legit don't think their destroyers did anything. Their destroyers are like, I think we'll be okay. I don't think there's anything going on. These guys are still zigzagging, so unfortunately we couldn't like surface and try and take a stern shot, at least not a very good stern shot at that poor guy. So this is the one that we just hit. So what I think we'll do is we'll kind of go creepy crawly along on his bearing.
Yes, sir.
And I'm pretty sure his buddies just abandoned him to die. So honorable. We're gonna finish him with stern torps. I don't have any real desire to do anything but that. Go ahead and take us up to periscope depth. That's neat. Is that actually... That's a destroyer. I mean, if we were on the surface, we could definitely be seen by him right now. It's a good thing we ain't.
Yes, sir. 5, 8.
Alright. Well, hello there. I don't know what kind of ship you are. I don't care to know what kind of ship you are. You are dead to me. Like a quarter knot. We should probably actually identify him. He's going to be a medium of sorts. Medium modern composite. I think so. So once again, playing the guessing game. Look at how high these masts go. Well, bam! Yeah, well, I think we'll go ahead and send it.
Torpedo in the water.
Should have a good impact angle as well. And then after this, I think we will head back to Brisbane, and I think we'll call it quits. I think we're... Before we get too much more greedy, I think we should head back and and be done for a little bit. See what kind of fun and exciting things we can get ourselves into. That should be a good torpedo hit.
Yes, sir. Ahead 1/3. Rudder.
Assuming it actually A, impacts, and B, goes off. Whew. Counting our lucky blessings. And he's got gunners, so we definitely don't want to mess with him if we can avoid it. And sink. Oh, come on, you miserable bag of puke. It's turned out to be quite the resilient little guy. I didn't want to waste that torpedo, but not getting much in the way of choices on this one.
Torpedo in the water.
That'll definitely sink him. Once again, assuming it goes off. It is a Mark 14. They do have a bad reputation for a reason. A little bit further shot. Back. Yeah, now he's going to go down. Now I have zero sympathy for him. I have put 3 torpedoes into you, and you are still afloat. And I want you to no longer be afloat. I want you to be a sunk. Go. Just sink. You can do it, mon frere. You can do it. You can do it. Your front decks are awash. Down you go. You good boy. No, seriously. Like, just sink already. Thank you. Goodbye. Auf Wiedersehen. Arrivederci. Ciao. Tschüss. I don't feel like navigating through a whole bunch of those islands over there. Just because it may be a little bit quicker back.
Yes, sir. Surface the boat.
Surface the boat. That's a task force, huh? It's probably a bunch of sub-hunters. Just makes me curious as to... Well, see? There's a lot of shipping in the Bismarck Sea, including a task force that's coming through. Be nice to intercept some of these task forces. Yeah, that word. How fast? Perfect. Let's get home at 21 knots. Let's use our fleet boat's excellent seamanship to get there quicker. This has been such an awesome freaking episode. Like, it's just this patrol has been the longest patrol that we have ever done, and it has just been phenomenal. Absolutely amazing patrol. What? Forward Harch. Thank you. So, first thing we're going to do is we're going to refuel and rearm. I don't know why they weren't doing that, but... and then we'll do it again. It just saves me having to do work in port. And now we will end our patrol. 130,881 tons. And there it is. Medal of Honor. Yeah. Yeah.
Back in August, a very powerful amphibious U.S. attack force was sent to take over Guadalcanal airfield and the surrounding occupied islands. After 2 days, the Guadalcanal airfield, named by the U.S. Marines Henderson Field, was under our control. During that month, the Japanese made 2 attempts to take over Henderson Field, but they failed, being stopped by the U.S. Marines. In the following month, the Japanese made an attempt to land more troops, but they were blocked by our carrier force in a naval battle in the Eastern Solomons, where the Japanese lost a carrier and a destroyer for no U.S. losses. The next month, in September, another 2 attacks were stopped by the U.S. Marines, with the help of 4,000 Marine reinforcements, which had landed despite the opposition of the Japanese Navy, which did manage to sink 1 carrier and 1 destroyer from the U.S. convoy. During October, both sides brought in reinforcements, and in the process 2 naval battles were fought, one off Cape Esperance and one off Santa Cruz Islands. Later, another 2 Japanese attempts of taking the Henderson Field took place, and again, they failed. Last month, another 2-day naval battle took place in the Slot between the U.S. Navy and the Japanese Navy, who were trying to resupply their troops in Guadalcanal. This battle resulted in many casualties, and many ships damaged or sunk for both sides. Our greatest trophy being 1 Japanese battle cruiser sunk.
You're welcome.
As an overall result,
You're welcome.
the U.S. Navy succeeded in stopping the enemy and delivering the supplies and the reinforcements to Guadalcanal. This should facilitate our U.S. Marines' mission in taking over the entire island and gaining air control in the Solomons.
I am legit AF surprised that was not offered a boat upgrade from that. Legit surprised. All right, well, let's just keep on spreading out the joy that is Navy commendation medals and things like that, and we get all of our main dudes. I think so. Those dudes definitely deserve it. Put in a lot of hard work. I don't even want to see this. This is just 206,000. Jesus Christ. Oh, that's good. That's good. Yeah. That's great. Jesus. All right. Well, with that, I think we're going to go ahead and we're going to call it quits on this episode. I'm Whiskey11 signing us out of the Gaming Lounge. Like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. And thanks for watching.